moon is going to come up in a little bit, in about 5 minutes. They're going to come up behind the houses just off there in the distance. It's a lovely moon tonight. There's also a meteor shower to see a brilliant shooting star a minute ago. And yeah, it's pub kicking out time, so might get a little bit lively. You know what I mean? It's a Saturday night. People have been in the pub all evening. The full moon, perfect combination. Hopefully, that should be a bit better shot. Cheers, Mad Dog. Yeah, it's a perfect full moon. If I stand up, I can actually see it. But where I've got the camera positioned at the minute, it's just behind the ridge of that house. It's now going to come up behind there. Going to watch it real time. I love watching things like that where you can sort of like, you know, in about 10 minutes, that moon is just going to be in full view. It's not going to be whipping past at 1,000 miles an hour like they like us to believe we're sort of like spinning. It's Friday, Saturday night, so the pub's full. It's going to be kicking out in a minute. I don't know if you can hear in the background, sort of like there's a bit of noise. But yeah, sitting there having a smoke. Watch the full moon. Feel the power of the moon. Hope everyone's having a blessed weekend. Bloody hot today. I mean, it's going to be even hot by Monday, 30 degrees. Nice. Pike fishing. I ain't done that since I was a lad. Fishing's more of an excuse for me now. Just to, if I was to say I'm going fishing, that means I'm just going to chill out and get away from everybody. Yeah, you can see the moon's now coming up. Look at that. That's quite cool. I'm going to zoom in if I can. Be nice to just catch a big shooting star going past. Or meteor. Oh no, it's Planet X. I'm sorry, I'm just a big kid at times. Cheers, Jeff. Nice. I do like the boat. Got quite a nice river by me actually. But it used to be nice when I was a kid. I don't know so much anymore. I think you'll have to probably go quite away from the city uh, on the river before you get a nice spot. But yeah, when I was a kid, it was just full of life. You know, you could go down there with with bloody fucking fishing net as a kid and just catch all minnows and things like that. But I used to do a bit of perch, and you could fill up a big keep net full in a day of sort of like perches and roaches, get the occasional pike, bream, bass, not bass, yeah, but chub. Now it's just sort of just pollution. You just don't really get it anymore. Not how it used to be when we were younger. Rivers are pretty dead unless you get, well, we're in the cities. It's all full of fucking trolleys and e-bikes and fucking shit like that. Cheers, Benny. Hope you had a nice day. Bloody hot today. Yeah, I like getting in the middle of nowhere as well. Light pollution, that's a big thing. I love to sit out and, we a lot of our street lights go off at 12, 1 o'clock at night. But because I live on a main road, they're always lit, but the side roads and that go out, but we still have a bit of light pollution. I love to watch the stars. If I go out in the countryside and whatnot, yeah, watching the sky, it's totally different view from being in the city with all that light pollution. It's a lovely evening. sit out, sit outside in a t-shirt all night. Apart from the old fucking nuts. My alarms were going off in my room today, saying it was a bit too hot, but I walked in there and everything was fucking praying. Like, yeah, we're loving it. We're loving the fucking heat. Well, I say fucking, it was only about 30 degrees in the room, so not excessive. Things are progressing nicely. Just trying to get this moon to focus. It's too bright to get it with the YouTube settings. I should get myself another little telescope that I can sort of like hook. I do there's something I quite enjoy. Putting a little telescope on and zooming in and stuff. Even if it is just sort of like fucking planes and chemtrails and shit like that, it's quite cool. But definitely like stars. I find stars are weird. I'm not sure if they are actually sort of like, I don't know, when you get a telescope and you zoom in on a star and that, it just looks more like energy, balls of pulsating energy. Some of them are like fancy, sort of like, I don't know, have like patterns to them. Geometric, yeah, that's what the word I was looking for. Geometric patterns. What have I been live now for what, 11 minutes? It's about, yeah, it took about 11 minutes for the sun, or the moon. It's not fully up yet above the houses. Cheers, brother. Motherfucker. Good to see you out. 10 toes and all. And cunts. My garden. It's all cover crop. I just had an abundance of cover crop seeds, and since the dogs, I ain't got no dogs anymore. The garden's just thriving. It's all lush, green, healthy. Lots of flowers on there for the bees. Shit ton of spiders. Listen to people over the pub. People sat outside still in the evening. They have to clear all these benches that are outside in the house. It can be sort of like 200. They clear them at 10:30. So, but about an hour ago, half hour, or so ago, that was just chock full of people. It's quite loud. Living next to a pub. Some people think it's fucking good. Like, oh, you live next to a pub, must be fucking great. You want to have a drink and everything. But if you don't drink, you're not really into it. You know what I mean? You just want some fucking peace and quiet sometimes. But you get a bit of entertainment as well when it kicks off. But it's a bit of a yuppie pub now. It's quite pricey. I think it's you're looking at 6 to 8 quid for a pint of beer. It's one of these fucking fancy craft fucking shitholes. But before the current landlord, that used to be a bit of a naughty, bad place. Just a regular shitty dive pub. Bit yuppie now. They cook that posh pub grub, like loaded chips and fucking shit like that. It's a free house. Oh. Get your dog howling at the fucking moon tonight. Mad dog and come. Some mad dog. Agnes, Mark. Get fucking calmer. Does she howl? Or my dogs did. Around the full moon, it was weird. They could just sense that the moon is out and stuff. They used to get if one of them started, that was it. They'd all be fucking howling like the fucking a pack. I miss my dogs. I fucking thought about my dogs today. Been thinking about them quite a lot recently. just like when I'm sat out here. Normally, I used to have a dog with me. Cheers, DJ Wes. Where's Dave? I'll have to make you a moderator, brother. Just sitting out here, watching the full moon. It took about 10 minutes, or since I've been live, it was below the house when I started the live, and it's now come up. It took what 16 minutes to come above the houses over there. Yeah, I've got a pub on the doorstep. I'll be kicking out in a bit, so get a bit busy. Just sitting out, chilling, enjoying a nice evening. Watching the world go by. No, I haven't actually caught any yet. Hopefully, in about an hour or so, the street lights are gonna go off. I'll probably be sat out here quite a lot tonight, trying to catch the shooting stars and stuff. I have quite a good setting on my phone. It's what do you call it now? Long exposure. You just set that up, sort of thing, and you can catch all the star trails and everything like that. But if you have one come across, you can set it up for like, just a couple of minutes or whatever. And if you catch one, that'll just have you a big sort of like trail across the screen. Which I'm hoping. I've caught a couple of good lightning shots that way as well. Sort of had the thing set up on a long exposure, low light settings. Yeah, lightly cracked. Yeah, that's more at the back. If I go out the back, there's gonna be crackheads. Out the front, it's gonna be drunks. It's like alcohol at the front door, crack out the back door. Or spice, whatever you want, whatever it is they're fucking doing these days, I don't know, because they're fucking weird cunts, aren't they? Fucking crackies, spices, whatever. They're fucking just, I don't know, they're just not normal people. Not anymore. Oh man. This is what I see. I see the shooting star about half an hour ago. I thought it was space. What do you call it? Elon Musk Starlink at first, but that just fucking lit up and burnt out. It's gone a bit too quick for Starlink. But yeah, I've caught some of them Starlink. They call them a train when you get like 20 come across. I've seen them come across quite low, and they all, when they hit a certain point in the sky, they all sort of like flare. Looks like they just fucking. Looks like they're taking pictures. They're just like fucking doing an intense flash of light. if you Google what's going on, they reckon as though it's the sun, and the point of where they are on the horizon is they're catching a flash of sunlight or something. I think it's bullshit myself. I think there's some fucking dodgy shit going on. I think Starlink is a fucking it's being used against us. You know what I mean? Like Cybernet. That's my opinion on Starlink anyway. It's a 5G fucking weapon. And they can energise that, and you know the patterns are out there, aren't they? Probably going to get me live fucking talking about 5G and fucking directed energy weapons. Fucking top chat. Cheers, Kiki Law. Yeah, I'm from the UK, and you know, getting full moon, sat outside the pub, whilst having a smoke, just chilling, having a kickback with like-minded people. Hoping to catch some shooting stars. I don't know if you're all aware, but we're in a sort of like 2 meteor showers are meeting at the same time, or they were. I don't know when the peak of it was or is, but they last for quite a while, a week or so. And I find you normally towards the late end of summer you get quite a few of these meteor showers. I think it's just fucking cool, just sitting there grounding on the ground, connected to the earth, watching the fucking stars and just wondering what it's all about. I'm fucking 52 years old and I'm still fucking mesmerised by it. It's gone quiet. Oh. Fucking electric cars, they like fucking, we're in the future, like fucking Terminator and shit. We just hear like, ooh. I think it's just weird hearing electric cars. Yeah, it's crap, because I can see a few stars with it. Oh, there you go. A star. Bit trying to zoom in on it. A bit tricky as well because I'm holding the phone. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me try and balance this. Now I think stars, if I had a telescope on the back of there, that would look like a crazy disco fucking effect going on. All weird colours and stuff. So I'd like a nice
telescope for situations. What, Dad? My YouTube channel? No. There's a steak under the grill if you want it. Yeah. Ditto. I hope everyone's well. I just got over that fucking illness again, whatever it is that went about. Well, I don't know. I sort of like, I broke my diet. You know, I've been doing this carnivore thing for quite a while. You know, and I've been doing really well on it. And I went to a barbecue for my daughter's birthday and my wife's birthday. I broke my diet, and I ended up just eating loads of fucking shit food. Then I ended up getting a KFC, not just one KFC, sort of like two double fucking stack of fucking things or whatever, and just smashed them down. I was puking for 3 days afterwards, like seriously fucking ill. I don't know whether it's food poisoning, whether I just got fucking ill, or whether it was just fucking, my body was like, yeah, what the fuck you doing? You're not built for this shit anymore, you know. But yeah, I spent fucking 3 days hugging the fucking sick bowl. Couldn't keep nothing down. It was like fucking food poisoning, I don't know. You know, I didn't have the shits or anything, I just couldn't keep anything down. My gut felt like fucking someone's ripping it apart inside. But there's quite a few of these fucking bugs and fucking whatnot going about. Cheers, ups. Yeah, just sat out here, nice evening, watching the moon rise. That just came up since it's been live. That was below the ridge of the houses. It's now come up. Now going across there. Yeah, it's, you know, in the last half an hour, it's come up. Nice big full moon tonight. Nice evening. I hope everyone's having a good evening as well. Good afternoon, good day, wherever you're from. See all my cover crop out there in the garden. Don't ask me what it is. There's a lot of different stuff. I just threw it out here, and since all my dogs are gone, it's not being trampled anymore. It's just thriving. I'd love to have that on top of my pots indoors. Spit some wisdom. I don't know. Give me a topic. What do you want to know about? We could talk about law of attraction. This talk, because I'm really big on trying to figure out what, you know. It's human nature. I think it's in all of us to want to sit and discuss and to think and wonder, is there something else? Is there more? Because we know there is, you know. Just because we can't see it, we can't smell it, we can't taste it with our own senses that we've been given, doesn't see that, or we've been you know, we've been limited to, because I believe we have such machinery and capabilities within ourselves that we're just childlike in the way we understand ourselves in that respect. We're in a place where, I don't know, you get to a certain age and you're like, something switches on and you're like, well, actually, there is something else, and I'm gonna deep dive into that rabbit hole, and we never leave it. And that's the sort of shit I'm into, trying to better myself, trying to, I believe we can evolve. It doesn't take hundreds of years. It just takes pathways and switches, clean diets, not being polluted, avoiding all these frequency blockers, which is all designed to keep us from being what we're really here supposed to be, ourselves. what that is, what our true nature is, it's all up for debate. Time and space, then they come into the theory of, time and space might be irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. The universe, or the theory was that the universe worked on a time and space principle, and I think that's all now going to be changed. And there's not new theories, but I think there's solid sort of like evidence that time and space isn't a solid sort of like linear type of affair. I've got a little podcast coming up. I've done a little, I've done a few things on sort of like spirituality, manifestation, just being good people, and this is where the law of attraction and the power of manifestation, it's like, it's not just willing stuff. You've got to sort of like, the best stuff comes is when you're not even really sort of trying. It almost is. It's like you've got to let the shit flow. And when you're putting too much, we overthink stuff a lot, and we want the stuff a lot and things like that. But when you feel like you've got everything, and you don't actually need everything because you already got everything that you want, because realistically we do. I believe where we are in lives is everything that we ever wanted, because if not, we wouldn't be where we are. Because if you wanted to be something different, you really wanted, really wanted something, you'd work at it to get it and do it. So I believe that's where we are. We're in a sort of like a half-assed sort of like place where we want stuff, but we never actually, we procrastinate a lot, never actually go and do it and experience it, because we self-doubt ourselves a lot, and it's all about all this shit that they put in our food, our water, the air we breathe, the programming on the television, our education system, just even the fucking people out there, the NPCs, non-player characters, and that are just there to, even your family members sometimes are there, I feel like, just to hold that little fucking collective mentality that is being pushed upon so many people, and they're trying to stop us from being individual and stop us from being the true power. When people realise that, that authority, what is authority? Who've you given, dominion to tell you what to do? Even my parents can't tell me what to do. I'm a grown man, So no other man can tell me what to do. I should instinctively know what I can and can't do, because, well, good people, you have a you have a moral fibre and a moral backbone, decent upbringing, and people out there don't have that, but there are good people that do. You can't tar everyone with the same brush. You know, I used to be a really judgy person. I tend not to be nowadays because we're not perfect. Some of us are still learning. Young, I'm still learning. But I do like this quantum, the quantum experience we're now going through, where AI is, you know, I do believe we could be a process of some sort of like AI development. You know, if we all know there's been previous civilizations that have had technological capabilities that we can't even comprehend, and they've managed to make structures and all this weird stuff. And at some point it all went away and disappeared. You know, we could be talking about millions of years. Nobody really knows. It's all just sort of like just what we've been programmed, you know, and we've been told, but nobody really knows. So there could be millions of years of time. And all I can work out is like in the recorded recent history that we can sort of put together in our own heads. We've gone from riding around on horses and being in having horse and carts to having a super hadron collider, you know, in just under 200 years of our time. So in 200 years we've progressed so fucking fast, yeah, that and we've got to the stage where we're now making realistic AI robots and things like that. So we've done this in a matter of a couple of 100 years. Could you imagine what previous civilizations and AI, if they had a millennia to develop and to get technologically advanced? When I talk about that we might be machines, yeah. If you think about AI and the way you would want to reproduce or, you know, continue, yeah, you would think of developing some sort of system where you could organically just evolve and reproduce, yeah. And when you look at our cells and the way they work by, you know, codes and programs within our cells, and even down to sort of like just molecules like ATP, which is the life molecule. Everything that's alive, plants, bacteria, fungi, and anything that's considered alive uses this molecule ATP. And they've now zoomed in on this molecule. It's not really a molecule, it's an actual machine. When they go down to the quantum level, and they've zoomed in with a special microscope now that they can zoom down to really small stuff, yeah. This molecule ATP that's in everything that's alive is an actual machine, a rotary engine, yeah. It's just like a cog or a motor on a shaft that spins, and it uses protons and neutrons, yeah. And it's like, this is just blows me away, because inside every single cell there are billions of these little machines inside us just doing stuff like spinning at revolutions per minute of like I can't remember but the exact speeds, but you know, we're talking like speeds of motors that we cannot, yeah, we can't even produce motors that spin that fast, but our cells can, yeah. And the theory is that, you know, like this cannot be a natural thing. It's been created, it's been designed. Everyone's got a blueprint, and you know, we all got this basic mainframe, that an operating system. Your eyes is taking a bunch of visual signals, and your brain is processing these visual signals and interpreting them into a picture inside your little fucking head, yeah. But your brain is doing exactly the same as my brain to interpret the same fucking signal. So it says to me that we're all got the same fucking machine or the same code like Windows, but ours is called DNA or some other fucking some other fucking program that we're running on. But it but it is like the human genome. It's the same for all of us. We got little sort of like mutations and variations and things in it, but with the A's, the C's, the G's, and the, you know, they're pretty sort of like basic binary coding. When you get down to it, the food that we eat and we consume is just information that gets processed and broken down into codes and patterns and gets assimilated. This whole fucking, it's amazing. We are fucking, when we talk about quantum computers being the next, sort of like technological, we already are quantum computers. Our brains use a molecule called tryptophan. It's not a molecule. Or they call it an amino acid. It's a bit weird how they call it tryptophan, but our brains uses this to produce our consciousness. What we call consciousness, and it's involved in. We use quantum mechanics in this process. So we already are quantum machines. So this doesn't really get talked about. I don't know whether it's just be on my weird stuff, but I do believe that's me. That is, I'm a quantum fucking machine, and slowly and surely I'm figuring stuff out, like with diet and the things that we consume and we put into our machine affects our codes, and the way we, you can't just feed your computer fucking just crappy information, because it ain't gonna fucking work. You got a proper fucking gear going in. You can't be confusing your computer with stuff it doesn't recognise. That's where we are today. We're so detached and so removed from the real human experience. Is the moon really what they say it is? Why do I feel so connected to that for some fucking reason? Why do women monthly cycles align with the moon? There are lots of things that everything's been designed in such a way that it's all synchronized. Synchronicity. And when people are seeing numbers and things like that, I think this is just the coding, the patterning of the interactive system that we're in. And it's just sort of like just giving you little subtle hints that maybe there's more than what you actually think. So like it's giving you a little brief. It's like clickbait. It's exactly what it is. When you start seeing the numbers, like repetitions of fucking numbers, and you're like, oh, I'm manifesting. You're seeing angel numbers and shit like that. It's like clickbait to spirituality. It's like something's going on. Yeah, I don't know whether it's, whether they say it's CERN when they start fucking around with the Super Hadron Collider, and they started smashing open portals, or whatever they've been trying to do. The Mandela effect. All these little weird things that are happening. Whether this stuff was happening 50 years ago, I don't think it was. I'm not too sure. Maybe if you talked about it 50 years ago, you'd just be sent into one of these lunatic asylums, and that's why people didn't talk openly and freely like we do today, for the fear of repercussions, or just looking like a fucking weirdo. But I'm a weirdo, and I don't give a fuck what people think, so I talk freely and openly. What else do you want to know? Say that, Jimmy. I tend to be more of an observer these days. Can sit back from a distance and just sort of like watch what's going on. I use music to just to talk about shit that I think about. I believe in a lot of the old values and traditions. Shit that we're losing nowadays, because they just want us to be fucking conform to the new. Got to be weak. Got to be acceptance. You got to give up your values to accept somebody else's, and I can't see how this is ever gonna fucking work. No, I'm all about compromise, but an Englishman's castle is an Englishman's castle, in my opinion. Don't be fucking with my fucking way of life, because I'll fight with everything I've got to protect everything I love and care about. I expect there's plenty of people that think exactly the same. We're now coming around to. I think these authorities, these elite motherfuckers, are about to get told, "Nah, we're not fucked. We're not fucked, Benny." It's good. I think Yeah. I hear lots of rumours. All my mates have been prepared for a very long time. That's one of the reasons why I've got fit and I've got strong, because I've been threatened. I've been fucking intimidated by these invaders. My way of life is dear to me, and it's about time people just stopped being victims and start fucking taking action. And our government ain't no one's coming to fucking save us. No one's coming to save us. We've got to save ourselves. And it starts with every single person. You don't wait for anyone else. Don't wait. Start now. Start fucking preparing. Get ready, because you don't get caught with your fucking pants down. Alright, it sounds a bit fucking shit and a bit pessimistic, but it's better to be prepared, better to be safe than sorry. Get fucking fit, get fucking strong, get fucking healthy. Don't be one of these people they want to euthanize fucking when you're 70 or 80 fucking years old because you're a fucking retard, because you just ate too much fucking of the fucking poison that they served you up for the last 30 fucking 50 years. We've been fucking getting hammered since the Second World War. Since they defeated the Germans, and they took all their fucking chemicals, because that's what the Germans were fucking they established chemical fucking manipulation of fucking people, drugs, food, fucking Bayer crop science, got rolled out fucking across the globe by the United Nations, fucking Agenda 2030. You know, we're living Agenda 21. That's been and gone. You know, they used to call Alex Jones a fucking crazy whack job, and he used to talk about it. But you know, look at it. We're doing it. There's no going back, and we know we know what's coming, because they've already told us. They told us in Agenda 2030. You know, we're getting these 15-minute fucking cities and all that shit. They're going to try and take away all the free land, the open spaces. They're going to try, or they're going to come under and say, oh, it's getting protected, but they're going to try and cram everyone into these super cities. They're going to raise because they're going to create a sense of urgency for everyone, like, oh, the food is running out, things like food shortages. When there's enough for everyone. I mean, we waste so much shit, yeah. There's no need for all this competition, all this fucking wastage, all this hyperinflation and things like that. It's just people getting rich. Just the elite raking as much money off us stupid people that are going along with it. Because we've never been taught. We've never been taught how to be self-sufficient. Yeah, I'd done my fucking toe the other week. Thought I broke it. That was weird, because that was my second from little toe. And I'm like, how the fuck did I do that? Just that one. That was just my second from a little toe. Caught it on a door jam as I was walking through. I see all these protests that are going on over the last few weeks, Benny. You know, that's crazy. You know, just the ridiculousness of you know, these lefties, whatever you want to call them. You know, they're like, if you're concerned about your way of life, your country, if you're a patriot or anything like that, you're going to be called racist. You're going to get called a Nazi. You're going to get called far right, thug, whatever. You know, these backward people, they're protesting against people's children have been raped and been made victims, are protesting rightfully so. You know what I mean? In my opinion, you know, they don't want their kids coming to harm. I don't want my kids coming to harm. I don't want other people's kids coming to harm. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I ain't got a problem with people protesting stuff like that. But these other people that are coming out protesting against these people that are protesting for their families, are protesting against people that have genuine concerns. And I don't understand it. They're calling parents of raped children Nazis. And when we're looking at stuff, not what's on the mainstream media, but when you look at independent YouTube videos and stuff, these left people are fucking nuts. What the fuck is going on with these people? Seriously. They're more likely to be violent, you know, cause disorder, face masks on, just being fucking foul-mouthed. These are the sort of people that are bringing our fucking country down, and it's why it is where it is today. Cheers, Galaxy. I'm just having a fucking bit of a rant about what's going on in our country at the moment. I know I expect this going on in every fucking westernized country at the moment. We're being replaced. Our values and our fucking traditions are being replaced, and we're being having shit forced upon us. You guys in America and that, you ain't really feeling the pinch yet because you've got space. You know what I mean? We ain't got no fucking space. There are fucking homeless people, our veterans, and everything else are homeless on our streets. There's fucking a homeless epidemic, yeah? But these people that are coming in on boats, I'm going to call them boat people. Yeah, these boat people, yeah, are just being sort of like given everything that, you know, they're being put up in 5-star hotels, they've been given money, they've been given benefits, they've been given, you know, whilst our own indigenous people are told to fuck off. I don't understand what's going on, you know. It is almost like that somebody wants to trouble. Somebody wants, you know. It's been predicted. It was predicted by, you know, conspiracy. They call them conspiracy theories back in the day. You talk about a man called Albert Pike. He's one of these Freemasonry cunts, yeah? Yeah. Done a load of fucking shit or whatever. But, you know, apparently there's a conspiracy that he wrote this letter, you know, that talked about fucking how there was going to be a third world war and Islam and Muslims were going to be used to replace, you know, sort of like infiltrate the West. And they were going to destabilise economies and things like that. And, you know, this was, you know, hundreds, or, you know, back in the day, this isn't something new. This was talked about. And all I see is, you know, if you Google it, if you ask AI about Albert Pike's letter, it's all we're going to say is a conspiracy. It was never proven, this level, right? But however you want to fucking look at it, whether this letter was real or not, yeah? All this time ago, yeah? When this conspiracy ever fucking started, yeah? There was talked about a plan of how things are today. And, you know, I sit here and think to myself, didn't really seem too much of a conspiracy to me if shit's actually manifested and come true. You know, and I believe there are powers behind the scenes, the elites, the Committee of 200, the Bilderbergs, whoever you want to fucking call these fucking people that pulling strings and everything. They're all trying to pull these predictions, things into it, bring them about. I don't know, it's just weird. I don't like what's going on. Don't like the way we ain't got no power anymore. Government used to work for us when our grandparents were alive. You know what I mean? The government worked for people, for the people. Now it seems like the government just dictates to the people and thinks they're our parents nowadays. They can sort of like tell us what to do. Well, I don't want someone telling me what to do. And if that was in my, you know, they'd all get sacked. They'd all get sacked. They'd all work. They haven't got our interests. They really do not have our interests at heart. They're just there for themselves. Most of these people to get paid off the fucking taxpayers, whatever you want to call us, off our sweat equity, to keep this machine that we're all in going. And I believe a lot of them don't even know what they're doing, because they're in that pyramid structure. You know, they're only about halfway up. They're not pulling the strings. They're just sort of like, they're still in that program. They ain't broken out of it. The one they got educated into. You will do this, you will do that. You'll say yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir. Jump when you're told to jump. And don't think for yourself. Don't think about anyone else. And these lefty people brought up some fucked up kids, yeah, that never got told off. when we say what's wrong with the fucking youth today, lefty parents that didn't fucking tell them off. Yeah, they didn't believe in smacking their kids around the fucking lug. Didn't put their fucking kids in place. That's why these kids are running out, fucking being disrespectful, and they don't have no fucking honour. Yeah, it's because their parents never fucking installed it into them, didn't program them. Cheers, Beekeeper and Galaxy. Sorry, I'm being a bit slack, but I'm gonna have to make you mods. Can't leave anyone out. Yeah, just talking about the current situation. Fucking Agnes set me off that he's like, come on, educator, spit some fucking stuff. So I am. I'm on a Iceni rant. Full moon. Full moon. Bud. And the state of the world. I don't know what's fucking madness. Living clown world. At the minute, everything I see is just like, it's just unreal. It's what it seems to me. It's like, when's someone gonna say enough's enough? Can't we all just get along? What are we all fighting over? Yeah, if I hurt you, I hurt me. Do you understand? Do you not? You know, what don't people get is like, I don't know, weird world. I like to think, if I'm doing well, everyone else is doing well, and you share the love, you share the vibe, you bring everyone up. But I'm not weak just because I can be nice and I want everything to be nice. Don't take my kindness for weakness, because I'll fucking rip you apart if I have to. But don't want to, but I will if I have to. Yeah, I don't know. Fucking lefty parents. My parents are quite lefty, to be honest with you. I don't know when they changed or whatever. Well, my dad's dead, so but my mum, pretty much got brought up in a single parent by my mum anyway, and yeah, I don't know, she's about 10 years ago or whatever. I don't know, she's sort of like maybe 20. She's like converted to sort of like born again Christianity and things like that. So yeah, it's totally brought into like the the hype of the system. She's one of these type of people that'll be like, yeah, politicians don't lie. My doctor would never give me bad advice. Things like that. So she wouldn't believe in any conspiracy. So I speak to my parents and or my mum. Oh, I can see this look just come over them. Like, she doesn't know whether to section me. Yeah, that's right. Everything. I don't believe in them. Politicians. I mean, everything is. Everything's designed to affect our subconsciousness in a way that we don't even realise sometimes, that the structure just even the words that we're thinking have repercussions, even though you might not put your thoughts into action. You might not act on your thoughts, but because you might have these thoughts and you think about certain words, you're actually casting spells and crafting reality. That's what we got. That's what I think our next evolutionary progression is. We're gonna learn how to manipulate, possibly interact and control certain aspects of reality. I mean, at the end of the day, our worlds, our realities, are individual. There's a backing, an underlay, like a roadmap on everything. But what you think about, what happens to you in your life, what you think about is individual. And I don't know. I'm big on learning how to be the better me and to increase everything. Don't know. Yeah, I think he's Mark's gone, but I'll tell him to give you a bell if he ain't seen your message. He might jump on in a minute. I think he's just gonna water his plants. Don't know. I should have gone on StreamYard because could have had a guest on. So I went and sat here just running on. Sometimes I just talk and talk and talk. I can talk forever. Sometimes you might not even be interested in what I'm talking about. But on a different note, my plants are looking really good today. I'm 1 week in, and things are looking good. They're sort of like starting to fill up nicely. Got little pom-poms appearing everywhere. Fucking nuts. So yeah, looking forward to that. So got around to put all my stuff in there at the minute. And I'm gonna knock these. I'm gonna do a couple of rounds of my stuff. Got the next stuff all lined up already. Things are looking good. So on autopilot now for the next 8 weeks, just overseeing, just taking care. I love this stage, so I do love it. Stretch the bolt. I love it. When you start to see what you're gonna end up with, and it amazes me. Sort of like, then here we go. Lights have just gone off. See what's happened there is certain time of night the street lights go off. So it's going to be good because it should be able to see some more stars. Might even get to shooting star now.
I'm gonna give it another 5 minutes. I'm gonna call it good. Because I've run out of joints. I need to go in, roll some more. But yeah, might come out a bit later on. Try and catch some shooting stars.
Probably not going to see no shooting stars looking towards the moon. But yeah, let's try this way. That just looks like a black screen, that does. Yeah, people still outside. That was a zombie.
Can you hear the people in the background? Might have to get a better microphone. Sometimes sometimes I'll just sit here listening to people's conversations. It's a bit weird. It's like, GCHQ, that government people that just eavesdrop on everyone's conversations over the internet and stuff. Feels like that's what I'm doing, sitting in my garden listening to people talk over the pub. It's the eavesdropping. It's all about that honey. I like that sweet, sticky, sweet stuff. Technically, I can eat honey on a carnivore diet because it's come from an animal. Can you guys hear that in the back? What, 31 years older? We'll have to go indoors and make a joint. And a cuppa. I'll take you with me.
fucking got a new bed. Got to sort it out. Got to pull it together. Go get some shit. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what, Mark? I'll stop this. Then I'll start it again on StreamYard. So you can come on and chat some shit with. Hang on, how about that do? Hang on, let me see what this. Oh, it says start a poll. Yeah, I can't invite anyone on here. It's gay. I said that. I did say it. But yeah, it's shit. I'll start a new one on their StreamYard. All right, in a minute.